Why, good day. You all know me. My name is Sheldon, and I'm here to help you out. What you're going to do with this video is you are going to learn number system conversion. Looking ahead in time, you are going to learn how to go from decimal to octal, and from decimal to hexadecimal, and to octal to hexadecimal, and back again. Why? Because we are preparing you for the future. So it's extremely imperative that you pay close attention to your teacher and this video.
This video is going to explain or cover number conversions. The first one we're going to do is decimal to octal and back again. But first of all, let's look at decimal and see exactly what we're talking about. Decimal is base 10, which means simple. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 numbers. Okay? Octal is base 8, which means we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It has 8 numbers, but it only goes up to 7, the number 7. And the base 10 has 10 numbers, but it only goes up to the number 9. Now, we're going to break this down to very simple steps, but here's what we like to do for you to make this really, really easy. We are going to do octal to decimal first, and the reason for that is because we feel that's the easiest one to learn, and you'll understand it rather quickly. Then we'll do decimal to octal. Okay, let's begin. Okay, here we're going to look at the number 225, octal, and we're going to change it to the decimal. 225 octal. Now the numbers up above are very important. Here we have 8 to the power of 0, 8 to the power of 1, and 8 squared, or to the power of 2. Watch how easy this is. Now, 225, to convert it from octal to decimal, here's what we have to do. We take the first number and bring it down. 8 to the power of 0 or 1. So this number is a 5, so 5 times 1 is 5. 2 to the power of 1, so it would be 8 times 2, or 2 times 8 is 16. And the last number we have here, the first one I should say, is 2 to 8 to the power of 2, or 8 squared, which is 64. So 2 times 64 is 128. So to convert it from octal to decimal, all you have to do is add these numbers up. 128 plus 16 plus 5 equals 149. So if the octal number is 225, the decimal number equivalent is 149. Hopefully that seems pretty simple and very straightforward. Okay, in the previous example, we went from octal to decimal, 225 to 149. Now we're going to take that same number, 149, and convert it back to octal, so you can see exactly what's going on. So this will be a decimal to octal. Pay close attention to this one because this is a little bit trickier than the one we just did. Okay, since we're going to go to octal, let's take 149 divided by 8. 8 goes into 149 18 times with a remainder of 5. You'll notice I've got this flip from normally how you divide. Leave the 18 here. Or in other words, 8 times 18 is 144. 149 minus 144 is a remainder of 5. Hopefully you understand that. Leave the 18 here. That's the trick. Okay, now we want to divide 8 into 18. It goes 2 times with a remainder of 2. So 2 times 18 is 16. 18 minus 16 is a 2. 8 goes into 2 0 times with a remainder of 2. So your number is 225. Your most significant digit is this one. So this number is exactly what we have here. 225. Very quickly, here's what we did. We divided 8 into 149, right? And we did that. It went 18 times with a remainder of 5. Leave the 18 here. Now, divide 8 into 18. It goes 2 times. 2 times 8 is 16. 18 minus 16 is a 2. 8 goes into 2 0 times with a remainder of 2. So, your number is 225. Okay? I know it's a little bit trickier, but that is exactly how we solve that problem. To make sure we fully understand what we're talking about, we're going to do the second example, but we'll leave the whole screen open for you. The first one again is going to be octal to decimal. We'll take 163 and convert it to the decimal number 115. Then we'll take the decimal number 115 and convert it back to the octal number 163. Okay, if you recall down here, we have 8 to the 0 power, 8 to the first power, and 8 squared. Okay, so here we have the number 1. 1 times 64, right, remember, is equal to 64. Pretty simple. 6 times 8 is 48. So we have 64 plus 48. And since we have a 3, 3 times 1 is equal to 3. And we put that number here. Add these up. 64 plus 48 plus 3 equals the decimal equivalent of 115. Pretty straightforward. Now, let's look over here. Let's convert 115, which is a decimal, to octal. If you recall, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take 115 divided by 8. How many times does 8 go into 115? Well, it goes in 14 times. Now remember, here's the ticket, right? Okay, so 8 times 14 is 112. So 115 minus 112 is a 3. So we have a remainder of 3. How many times does 8 go into 14? 1 time. So 14 minus 8 is 6. How many times does 8 go into 1? 0 time. So a remainder of 1. So the answer then is 163 octal. Okay? Now the trick, if your normal division, remember, you've got to remember to keep the 14 here because you're going to divide it again. And your remainder is a 3. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, well, I believe you can go ahead and work on the lesson because this pretty well simplifies it. And try to do it all, then pause your video, right? And then we'll provide you with the answer in your first lesson. Well, we want to thank you for watching our video.
That's all, folks.